Hello, hello, hello. Hey, and welcome. This will be my first stream when it comes to the season mode. So I'm planning to go over and do a full run of the Le Mans Ultimate season mode. It's a local mode. Just didn't really dig the old online mode and everything, mainly because there's a bunch of idiots on the road, and I like to smash into people, and the penalty system is pretty jank. But either way, I'm going to go over and run season mode with Le Mans Ultimate, and it's going to be starting out with the LMU GT3 cars, and it's going to pretty much run 9 full races. So let's go over and take a look at, have a rundown on what I am planning to do. Okay, not that one. Let me turn down the volume. So yeah, the whole idea for me to run these races, as soon as I can get right, see where's that one? There's here and so yeah, let me just go over and pop this up and center it, get it all nice and pretty looking. So yeah, the whole idea will be for me to The whole idea for me would be to run Le Mans Ultimate with WEC career mode, and what I'm planning to do, and here are the rules for it, is going to be each race is going to be 3 hours long, so I'm going to only do like 3-hour race and everything. I got a life, sorry. The time will be divisible by 3, so like whatever is the real life time of the race, like 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, that'll be divided by 3, and that would be the time scale. The tire, I'm going to call an audible on that one, because like if I was thinking about it, if I decided to like 8 times time scale for the tires and everything, the pit stops are going to be like, I'm going to be spending more times in the pits than I am going to be racing, so it's going to be like about 7 minutes per stint. Usually when you do a normal stint and everything, it runs like 45 minutes to an hour per stint. So I'm going to keep it like that, so that way it just splits up to 3. I'm going to be running this all by myself, by the way, so because this game is unlike R-Factor 2, it doesn't have an AI that you can hand it off to, which help you guys fix that, please. And so that way I can be able to go over and run the races and everything. And odds are it's probably going to be having a really funky ending for most of the races, because, you know, usually 45 minutes, it's only going to be like maybe 3 stops, but it's going to also be probably going to have a top off at the end of it. Practice for normal events, which this one's going to be, it's going to be split 1 hour each. So it's going to be 1 hour practice and then another hour later. Again, I have other obligations, stuff like that. So this is really, again, this is for fun, as well as to go over and, you know, actually have some fun with the game, because like I said, I just don't enjoy the online mode, just due to the fact that you got a lot of idiots on the road that like to run into and careen into other people's cars and ruin their races. So now I get to deal with AI doing that, so fun. Anyway, for major races, it's going to be 1.5 hour practice, 1 day, 1 night, because usually those races are going to be like the 12-hour and 24-hour races. So usually you have a day cycle and a night cycle. So have a 1.5 hour practice between those two, go over and get ready for those races. Like I said, I'm going to start this on GT3. Promotion on performance. So it's going to be top 5 aggregate. It's going to be like 3 to 5 years. First year, this one is probably going to be throw up because, like, I mean, it's first time out. So let's just say that the team that I'm driving for is going to give me a buy on the first one just to get acquainted with the track and the car and all this stuff. And then eventually I'm going to have to start performing. If I get top 5 plus, like year 3, 2 out of year 3, well, actually, yeah, year 2, year 3. So if I get like top 5s and that like that, I'm going to start going up. And what I'm planning to do is probably going to start on GT3 and then go LMP3 and then 2 and then 1, just hybrid. I'm going to have adaptive AI. So pretty much what I'm going to do, because I'm basing this off of, that's iRacing. I'm going to base that off of iRacing because iRacing has like a Pro and then they have the Alien deal. And I'm not going to even touch the Alien deal, so it's going to be like 90-95. I'm going to pick a random number between them, and that's going to be, well, yeah, I'm going to pick a random number between them, or pretty much ramp it up. No, I'm going to ramp it up between the seasons. Yeah, I'll go with ramp it up. It's going to start out like 90 first race, and then like for the major races, it's going to be 95. It's going to spike up to 95, then come back down, and then, you know, do a ramp. It's going to ramp up between 90 to 95, whatever. AI rating will be low or higher depending upon if it's a major race, like I said. So, going on to the next. Sure, I didn't know I actually had enough time on this, so just, So anyway, the races that I'm going to have are going to be season races. Are going to be first one. This one is going to be Lone Star Le Mans, which is going to be Coda. It's going to be a 6-hour race. So 6 divided by 3, it's going to be 2 hours, 2 times time increase or whatever you want to call it. Then I'm going to do 12 hours Sebring. Again, that's going to be 6 times time scale in that case. 4 times time scale, correction. So that's going to be 4 times time scale. And Monza, again, another 6-hour race, 24 hours Le Mans, which is going to be 8 times. Time scale, 6 hours Silverstone, going to Sao Paulo for 6-hour race over there. Spa, I'm going to make that a 12-hour race because now officially we have a Triple Crown for WEC. So that's going to be the Triple Crown race, Triple Crown for the season. See if I can snag all 3 of the endurance rounds this season. Then I'm going to go to 6-hour Porto Mao, and then I'm going to go over to 6 hours, do 6 hours in Fiji. So that's going to be the races. It's going to be race season, 9-race season. The major races that you have marked down here, let's say it's going to be 2 times points. You can score 2 times the points on it, 1 time points for normal races. So that's pretty much it for how this is going to go. Hopefully I can do well enough where I can start promoting myself up to the next rank or next series. In this case would be LMP3 and probably European Le Mans season until I think the Asian DLC comes in. But either way, so gonna go over and get everything started, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. So, let me go over and show you the... So, this is the car that I will be driving this season. It will be the Golf livery, Golf Ford Mustang GT3. This is going to be a 2024 version because, well, and for some reason I can't, not going to be able to find it. So I guess we'll do 2024 season with 2024 season cars, then do 2025. And on FYI, don't try to go and don't go over and try to stream when you're trying to cook, because you end up burning your eyes. Nice. Anyway, so events. This is going to be a practice, and because this is the first round, no MP2s are going to be involved in this one. It's going to be only hypercars and GT3s. The practice is going to be 1 hour, obviously. Right now, currently, it's going to be sunny, and then it's going to be cloudy for the rest of the session. So let's get started. Stuck in. FYI, I will be using Coach Dan's setups and everything, because I kind of sort of suck at it. Setups, so I don't know actually how to put that together. So, but either way, and virginity, and we are good. So yeah, I got a Moza R3 on this one, so just got it not too long ago, so actually pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with it. The force feedbacks. Feedback's a real pain sometimes, especially when it comes to like the bumpier tracks, like Sebring. So, let me go. I might need to backtrack, set the AI settings. I think this one's going to be 90. I think I had set up like 85 or something like that. I am going to have the racing lines on also, because yeah, I want to have fun with it, not have to go over and study tape on how to actually do lines and everything to go over and have fun with this. So let me get back. Go back once. A sec. Race event. 24. Car settings, event settings. Oh, okay, maybe it's in advanced difficulty. There it is. Yeah. All right. Realistic. So yeah, this would be pretty much the settings here. Stability control and anti-lock. I think that's auto high for the GT3 cars. I think so. Stick with that. So yeah, like I'm gonna have assume that the golf team says, yeah, just get your feet wet, don't bend it, cause too much damage, don't cause any damage to the car, and then just get the laps in, get some experience, EXP on it. Not really go over and try to win anything off the bat. I think that the Mustang 2024 season wasn't all that great, but I don't know if the BOP for 2025 carried over, so let's see. Circuit of Americas. Let's go with, since we're gonna, yeah, let's go quali first. See how I feel about it. And let's get out there. technically an installation lab, so to be fair, I don't really enjoy tilting drones all that much. Decreasing radius turns and hairpins. Sometimes it takes the fun out of the race. Probably Coach App is probably trying to completely tear me shreds for, you know, the fact that I might be pressing the brake a little bit too much.
time was a 2:70.94.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how I want to do the quality, but I want to do it. Yeah, I'm probably going to do it just the same.
Lap 2:60.01.
And a little bit of understeering his quick switchbacks.
Lap 2:60.25.
Yeah, this is an indication I may need to go ahead and raise the difficulty level up. Actually, no. Okay, cool. Praccy guys. Oh, jeez. Wow. That's one way of doing it, but yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good time, first time out. Might need to go over and yeah, let me go and return to garage and set the usually if that is the case, powertrain is usually preload. Yeah, like 2. So I heard that the Mustang is actually pretty temperamental when it comes to that. Let's see. Let's go. Start balance tube. Yeah, I heard that if you did a preload and bump it up a couple, and helps you, it would help out with that. Let me see about the graphics. Let's see. Gameplay, camera, right, blah 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 blah. Let's see backwards. No, I did it. No. Keyboard. Just this F key and B key. What the hell is an F key and B key? Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, let me start driving and move it back a little. By a little, I mean a lot, and then see if we move that up. Is up? Does that work? Settings, controls, keyboard, camera, speed, up arrow. Okay. And then just put it up. Just right there. Okay. All right, cool. I think I put on private practice on this one for some odd reason, so whatever. We'll just call it with this. Yeah, I think I accidentally set private practice, so. If that's actually having a better effect. Feels a little bit tired.
Time 2:16.97.
Yeah, a little bit too experimental with those lines. I don't think the car is handling like turning on a dime sort of thing.
Time 2:16.71.
Remember that last bit.
Time 2:16.99.
Gone way wide on that one. Yep, that won't count. I'm gonna try taking some wing off the back. Trim it out a little bit and see if that works. I was trying to see if I can time that hit in so it actually slows down before I actually reach that turn. Probably need to come slow down a little bit sooner than that. I don't know. Okay, let me do a quick little setup. Alright. Let's see how that works. A little bit of drag off the back, hopefully a bit more on the front. Slightly a little bit more pointy shooting. All right. Backtrack that one. think this might be a case of last one was actually a little better. Maybe just mess around with preload a little bit more and see if we can get. Get a little bit more dialed in that way.
That time was a 2:17.09.
You think I can drift that? Flip that in or carry the speed in? Wide on that one. Yeah, I don't think that wing, trimming out the wing, rear wing would actually have a positive effect here.
Time 2:17.24.
Yeah, purple sector in S3, so that's good. wide on that one.
Lap 2, 40.32.
Oh. Stonker! Yeah, I freaking nailed that one. Although it's best I could. Last one, it's gonna be like last, yeah, it's quality sim, pretty much. Next practice, I'm gonna take off the, make certain that the, private mode is off, so that way I can actually be able to have all the other cars in there completely ruin my lap, so that'll be good times. But this is good just so I can learn a track, because I've never raced this one before. So, I think I'm going to go over and return the wing back, or actually, you know, I'm just going to go over and get used to the setup, I guess. Because in other words, just continue to drive this one since that got me in the pole, or got me pole time. Bonk. Alright. save it, but pretty much slid that turn. Wide in that one. First sector is purple though.
Lap 2, 14.73.
Now we're on 214 solid. Nice. Much better. Slid out on that one.
Lap 2, 13.27.
Yeah, I might need to bump up the difficulty level in this case. Third. Close. Again. Cut too much of that turn.
Day 2, 14.96.
Alright, yep. It's gonna be about it for this one. Better. Make sure my power out when I do that. I'm gonna definitely have to check on the time lapse for the actual race. See what was the time, actual time for it. Some tells me that this is fast for this level, but actual time is probably like insanely like damn near sub 2. That was it. That was fun. The setup actually, it's good. Obviously a lot better than I thought it was. I think I'm gonna need to bump up the speed that far ahead, which is more than a second ahead. I don't know, either they were running some they were running some race sims, or running some race sims for sandbagging and what have you, but either way I ran at 213.2 or 213.3 pretty much. Let me check the time on the actual race. Let's see, qualifying results. So if they were, the prototypes were, let's see, I guess results. 2025 US. Is it Hyperpole GT3? Okay, let's see. 207. Let's see. So yeah, I would, all intents and purposes, if I actually were to, if these were actually in representative times, I would have qualified to the Hyperpole, but I would have been blown out of the water. 213, that would have put me in like, let me go and show that. Take a look at the this is 2025 results, by the way. So yeah, if I would have definitely qualified with a, I think I got like a 213. So that would put me at like a 213.3. They were putting actually in second place for qualifying. But the minute that the hyperpole started kicking off, yeah, I would have been blown out of the water. I wouldn't even have made a time it's worth anything. But either way, I'm probably going to bump up the, for practice. I guess it started at 90 and then got bumped up to like 92 or 93, maybe. I don't know. And that should at least, you know, yeah, 213. Yeah, that would put me in second place qualifying into the hyperpole, but hyperpole I would have just been decimated. So I'm gonna bump up the difficulty level to like about 92 or 93, and second practice is gonna be in a couple of days. I'm gonna probably make it next couple of days, and then sit and mess around with that there. Let's see gameplay. Yeah, let's make it 92 would be perfect. Just enough competition that it wouldn't blow me out of the water where I'd, so right now I'm just, like I said, I'm just getting up to speed on this. So, yep, that should be about it. I will be back in a couple of days now, and, that there. And I will have Praccy too, so, till then, talk to you guys later. Peace.